Hey guys, in this video we're going to be going over lesson 6.4, which is area of regular polygons. So a regular polygon is a polygon in which all sides and angles are the same. There's something called the apothem, and that is a line segment that connects the center to one of the sides at a 90-degree angle. And you can see down the image below, it shows a polygon where we have an apothem. Now the radius, that connects the center to one of the vertices. It's not the same length as the apothem. So we're going to look at finding the area of these. So the formula, A equals, it's 1/2 times the apothem times the perimeter. And to find the perimeter, it's the side length times the number of sides. So let's do an example. We have area is 1/2. The apothem, that is 6.2 times the perimeter. And let's go to the side and find the perimeter. There are 5 sides, and each side is 9 millimeters. So 45. So I'm going to add that to my formula. So 1/2 times 6.2 times 45 is 139.5 millimeters squared. This also works with triangles. So let's go ahead and find the perimeter of this triangle. 3 sides, each one is 17. So the perimeter is 51. Area is 1/2 times the apothem, 4.9, times the perimeter of 51. And we get 124.95 feet squared. Number 3. Go ahead and find the perimeter. 3 sides times 24.2. That is 72.6. Area is 1/2 times the apothem, which is 7, times the perimeter, which is 72.6. And when we multiply those, we get 254.1 feet squared. Number 4. Let's find the perimeter first. This one is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sides. So it's an octagon. 8 times 13.3 is 106.4. Area is 1/2 times the apothem, 16, times the perimeter, 106.4. And that is 851.2 centimeters squared. So you didn't think that I'd let you have all easy questions. If you're given the radius instead of the apothem, you can't use the radius in the formula. We have to find the apothem. So I'm going to make a right triangle. So this side that I'm highlighting right now would be my apothem. The 6.8 was the radius. So I have a right triangle. This is 6.8. This is my apothem. Now the base of my triangle would be 4 because it's halfway through the side and the whole side is 8. So half of 8 is 4. So we're going to do Pythagorean theorem. You can use Pythagorean theorem when you have two sides of the 3. So a squared plus 4 squared equals 6.8 squared. This is a squared plus 16 equals 46.24. Subtracting 16 gives us 30.24. And taking the square root gives me 5.5. So that means that my apothem is 5.5. Now I still need to know the perimeter. There's 5 sides. Each side is 8. So the perimeter is 40. And that gives me enough information to find the area. Half times the perimeter, 40, times the apothem we just found was 5.5. And when I multiply those, I get 110 inches squared. Number 6 is very similar. So we can make a triangle. Oops. My hypotenuse is 28. The whole side is 28 as well. So half of that would be 14. And so then I'm left with my apothem. So a squared plus 14 squared equals 28 squared. That's a squared plus 196 equals 784. Subtracting 196 gives us 588. And then I take the square root to get a equals 24.25. For my formula, remember we have to find the perimeter. This is 6-sided, that's a hexagon, and each side is 28. And so my perimeter is 168. And that's what I use in my area formula. Half times the apothem we found was 24.25 times the perimeter, which is 168. And this becomes 2,037 meters squared. Number 7, this time I'm given the apothem, but I'm not given a side length. So, something to consider is the actual angle measures, because we know about 45, 45, 90s and 30, 60, 90s. So if you think back a few units, we learned how to find the angle measures in a polygon. And that formula was n minus 2 times 180. That told us what the total angle measured was in a polygon. And then if I divide that by n, that gives me one angle measure. So this is a six-sided figure. So if I fill that in, and if we just type that in the calculator, we get 120 degrees. So every angle measure is 120. Now, if I want to make a triangle, this angle is half of that. So it makes it a 60-degree angle. And that means that we have a 30, 60, 90 triangle. So the long leg is 5. We need to find the short leg. So to find the short leg, we take the long leg divided by square root of 3. So 5 divided by square root of 3. Now I'm going to help you out and tell you that on these types of questions, you can just give a decimal answer. So if it's a question that is just a straightforward 30, 60, 90 question, then I want it simplified with your square root. But if you're using that as part of something else, you can give me a decimal. So 5 divided by square root of 3 is 2.89. So that means that this section right here is 2.89. So the entire side of the hexagon, we have to multiply that by 2 to get 5.78. So each side of the hexagon is 5.78. So now I can find the perimeter. 6 sides. Each one is 5.78. And we get 34.68. Oops. And now I can find the area of the polygon. It's 1/2 times the perimeter, 34.68, times the apothem, which is 5. And this is 86.7 meters squared. So that one was quite complicated. Number 8, we have a triangle, and we'll assume that it's an equilateral triangle, which means that all angles are 60. But if I want to make a triangle, that 60 degrees was cut in half, making it 30. So this full angle is 60. Over here, I just had half of it. And that's 18. So I'm given the short leg. I need right here, that's the long leg. So I take 18 times square root of 3, which is 31.18. Now that tells me that the whole side length, I have to take 31.18 times 2, 62.36. So my perimeter, 3 sides, each one is 62.36. 187.08. And now I can find the area of the triangle. It's half times the perimeter times the apothem. And I've switched on you. I told you it was half times apothem times perimeter. It doesn't matter which way you do it. So half times 187.08 times 18 is 1683.72 millimeters squared. Oh, number 9. You were supposed to have had a different question here. Let me look on and see if I switched it before giving it to you all. I don't think I did. If I didn't, then we're gonna, hold on. No, I think you all got the same one. So, cross out that. I want you to draw a square. Where the radius is 8. All right, so in a square, we know that all angles are 90 degrees, but if I cut it in half to make a triangle, it becomes 45. So they're both 45. Now this side length, or really half of the side length, I take 8 divided by square root of 2, which is 5.66. So that means that the entire side of the triangle is 11.32, or the side of the square, sorry. So I can use that to find the perimeter. 4 sides, each one is 11.32. We get 45.28. And for the area, half times my apothem. Oh, my apothem right here is also 5.66. Because remember, in a 45, 45, 90, both legs are the same. So the apothem is 5.66 times the perimeter, 45.28. And this becomes 128.14 centimeters squared. All right, last question. It is just like number 8. So I want you to pause the video and try it yourself. All right, so on this one, you should have drawn a triangle. It would have been a 30, 60, 90. Short leg is 8.5. You would have got the long leg is 14.72. That would have made the entire side 29.44. For the perimeter, you should have got 88.32. And for the area, 375.36 inches squared. If you had trouble with that one, feel free to reach out and ask for help. I don't care at all to assist you. Have a great day.